Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV. We are getting set for qualifying here for the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 410 World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series live from Volusia Speedway Park. Race number 2. We've turned the night lights on in case people want to get scared of the dark. Qualifying, we have the first car onto the racetrack in the Colby's Eye Paints. Scott Digital Racing, Ultimate Dirt TV, number 37. It is Zane Scott. Zane Scott in car number 37. In the Deadhead Worm Paints, triple 2. It is Big Slick, Western Newell. In car number 11, waiting for Trading Paints to refresh. It's going to be Zach McLaughlin. And in, there it is, car 37, Zane Scott goes quick time with a 13.575. Western Newell with a 13.869. McLaughlin with a 13.769. Scott slower on his second lap with a 13.640. Western Newell 13.728. And Zach McLaughlin with a 13.764. Quick time at the moment belongs to the 37 of Zane Scott. And a word coming through. In fact, we're not going to announce that, so we'll leave that for a post on Ultimate Dirt TV. So we've got news to release regarding a team sponsor for Ultimate Dirt TV. In the 057 from Australia in the RDS Racing Chassis Precise entry, it's going to be Craig Dunn. In the Colby's Eye Paints, Next Gen Fab at caliber 22, Jason Nygaard. And something broke on Chris Brenner's car again. He's just gone head on to the wall. And he will not get a qualifying effort or a qualifying run here in race number 2. So Craig Dunn will be the first car to get a qualifying time here in this group. And he goes to position number 2 with a 13.692. Nygaard with a 13.520. Well, that's what it would have been, but he had contact with the wall, so he would be disappointed with that one. And instead, he goes with a 13.830. So had he not had contact with the wall, he should have been quick time. And you can see he is disappointed with that one. And I'm assuming you're laughing about Brenner's little Oculus issue there, Blake. In caliber 31, a feature winner from the Knoxville Raceway earlier on in the season. It's Tyson Landis in car number 31. Waiting on the 92 in the Midwest. Number 92 entry, it is Mike Keegan. And in car number 9, a feature winner from race number 1, already into the wall. It's going to be Joel Berkeley. Joel Berkeley will get 2 laps in, and he's going to go upside down, and he's going to stuff up on his qualifying effort. Tyson Landis, first lap time for the 31 with a 14.028. Keegan with a 13.849. Drivers sitting 6th and 7th respectively at the moment. Well, this track is it's got a lot more moisture, than what the first one did. Both drivers slower on their second lap, and Blake, I hope your Oculus doesn't black out like Brenner's did. It's happened twice in his past 2 times on the racetrack. We wait for our next group of cars to come out. In the 127, it is Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill in the 127. In caliber 73, it's going to be Alan Summel. And good luck to the 19 of Blake Derflinger, as these 3 drivers will take a time here around the Volusia Speedway Park. Derflinger all out of shape. Okay, so that's 3 crashes we've seen already in qualifying right now. So let's have a look at times through. Alan Summel with a 13.949, a 13.946. Blake, I hope you're okay after that one. Hill Lap number 2 with a 13.791. Jumps to position number 5. So Stephen Hill, position 5. Alan Samel with a 13.949. Position number 8. So 3 cars haven't found a time. That happens to be Berkeley, Brenner and Derflinger. As we have the Polarized Octane Inc. number 47 of Garrett Pepiat on the racetrack. In the Steel Cycle eBay entry in the 005, it is Brandon Steele. And in the TAC 3, I believe he's got the accelerated on that car in the team at VLR.com. It's going to be David Heilemann. David Heilemann in that number 5 machine. Let's hope he doesn't have more than 30 gallons in this time for qualifying. Oh, he gets the outside, he gets the opening on the backstretch, and yeah, he's put it to the sky. I think he's just like almost crashed my game. So Pepiat with a 14.045, Brandon Steele with a 13.922. Pepiat with a 13.85, no, it's an 8.70. 8 quick, and Brandon Steele with a 13.922. Still a handful of cars to come out onto the racetrack. So the 93 of Chris Roberts. Chris Roberts in the 93 on the racetrack through turns 1 and 2 now. In the ZMAX 911, it will be Steve Castle. In the 457, we welcome back Pops. It's Mark Smith. Mark Smith in the 457. As these 3 drivers get the green flag here on their qualifying session. 2 laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. We are located in Barberville, Florida. Chris Roberts with a 13.914. A 13.914. Castle with a 14.022. Smith with a 14.300. Roberts looking to improve. Improves on time, not position, with a 13.898. Castle will go to position 11 with a 13.928. And Smith with a 14.300. So 14 cars have officially laid down a qualifying time. We've had 3 or 4 cars. Sorry, we've had 4 cars, excuse me, not take a time. Which leaves 5 cars left to qualify. In car number 21, it is Tyler Henselman. In the Dayton Freight Ford Performance number 77, it is Aaron Schaefer. And in the SETI Group Holdings number 97, it is Matthew Henninger. So Henselman, Schaefer, and Henninger. Your first 3 cars in this one. Henselman with a 14.365. Schaefer with a 14.103. Henninger with a 14.046. Henselman looking to improve, a 14.361. He does improve slightly, but not on position. Schaefer, pretty much similar times. And Henninger slower by about a 10th on that one. 2 cars left to qualify. We got the 257 of Anthony Lopresto and the 117 of Jason Ferguson. So Jason Ferguson and Anthony Lopresto, your final 2 drivers to put in a time around Volusia. So we'll see what happens here as these drivers set a time down here. Anthony Lopresto with a 13.9 .805 goes to position number 6. Ferguson no time, and Lepresto goes quicker time and jumps up one position, so he will start out of position number 5 with a 13.790. And Jason Ferguson, well, he's signing some autographs up on top of the grass and trying to make his mark on that outside, or the catch fence. 15.315. So 19 cars officially laid down a lap time. And it was Zane Scott who set quick time by over a tenth with a 13.715. He's got 35 laps in front of him. As you're looking at the 93 of Chris Roberts. And he's just letting the drivers know where the restart line is. So we'll have our SETI Group Holdings starting grid for you in just a moment. Once again, a big thanks to SETI Group Holdings for coming on board with a sponsor, for sponsoring Ultimate Dirt TV with the starting grid and finishing results. Once again, you want to make sure we thank Colby's Eye Paint for coming on board as the naming rights for the instant replays as well for the rest of the season and all of next season. The partnership between both companies and Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm very excited about the future and what lies ahead. If you want to have your chance at getting your company or your business out there on these broadcasts, now we are live about 9 or 10 times a week. We certainly have the power to get your business out there. You can just message the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. There are some sponsorship packages available. Well, let's take a look at the SETI Group Holdings starting grid here tonight from Volusia. Starting on the pole in car number 37, it is Zane Scott. Starting out of position number 2 in the 057. It's going to be Craig Dunn. At a position number 3, the 222 of Western Newell. He will line up alongside the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. At a position 5, the 257, Anthony Lepresto. At a position number 6, the 127 of Stephen Hill. At a position 7, it's going to be the 22 of Jason Nygaard, to his outside the 92 of Mike Keegan. Starting out of position 9, the 47 of Garrett Pepiat. He will start alongside the 93. At a position 10, it's Chris Roberts. At a position 11, the 005 of Brandon Steele. He will line up alongside the 911. Out of position 12, Steve Castle. Alan Sommer will line up alongside Tyson Landis. We go back to row 8, Matthew Henninger and Aaron Schaefer. Mark Smith and Tyler Henselman out of row number 9. Row 10 will be Jason Ferguson and Chris Brenner. Row 11, David Harleman and Blake Derflinger. And our feature winner from race number 1, riding shotgun, all at the back by himself. Starting out of position 23, it is the 9 of Joel Berkeley. So we get set for 35 laps here at Volusia Speedway Park. So I've been told that David Harlan says he's going to win. If he doesn't win the B-Main Bandit, the name tag, well, that's going to stick on that number 5 machine. Had to think what number he was in. He's so far down the back. He's used to starting at the back. The B-Main Bandit can't qualify. Hashtag, put that one out there. Here we go. 35 laps on the board. We get set to go green. Green flag is out and we are underway. Western Union already up to position number 2 with a good start. Now trying to make it 3 wide through the middle of the pack. We look at the guys coming through and starting from the back of the bus. Well, here comes Chris Brenner already making multiple moves towards the front of the field right now. He's still got plenty of cars to pass. We've already got a car going back to pit road. I believe that might have been the 911 of Steve Castle. So at the moment you're watching the bird's eye shot. We wait for these drivers to settle down and get into a rhythm where they can find their groove and then they can make their move. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this little three-car battle here between Lepresto. Lepresto going to slide up in front of Stephen Hill. That's your battle for 4th and 5th at the moment, but the battle is on for 2nd. And also the race lead, so your top 3 literally throw a blanket over Zane Scott. Your race leader out of turn 2. Western Newell in 2nd. 3rd is Craig Dunn. You go back to Lepresto Hill, and then we got McLaughlin. Pepiat now, trying to fend off a charge from Roberts through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Pepiat, he's got that wing all the way back as he's trying to keep the downforce on this car. A little bit loose, so he's tightened it up. Brenner now, up to position number 13. Let's have a look at the guys coming from the back as well. Derflinger right in behind him. Heilemann, he's starting to make his way as well as Berkman gets on the inside of Henninger. And look at this battle right now. If there's one little mistake between these cars, 3, 4, nearly 5 wide on the entry into turn 1 and 2. Oh, Landis got a bit out of shape. May have had a helping hand there from Samel. But so far, for the opening 6 laps, it has been nothing but green flag racing conditions here. 3 wide, Keegan, Schaefer, and Derflinger. Now, Schaefer, he's got pressure from Heilemann on the outside. Heilemann looks to make the pass through turns 3 and 4. And he will make that pass. I wouldn't say fairly easy, but he may have just found something on the top of the racetrack. So 3 of the guys that qualified at the back are all running nose to tail. Meanwhile, Western Newell is your race leader from Zane Scott. Down the back straight away, yellow flag is out. Henselman already back to the pits. And if we can find out what happened here, I'm not sure who that was. Oh, Zach McLaughlin in that 11 machine. So, take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. See, just a little out of shape, and well, he catches the wall and he goes for a bit of a rough and tumble there. Brandon Steele coming through, but the 11 of Zach McLaughlin was the reason for our first caution of the night. Replay brought to you by Colby's Eye Paints. So we'll go through your top 10 at the moment. Western Newell, your race lead from Zane Scott. 3rd is going to be Craig Dunn. Anthony Lepresto, 4th. 5th is Stephen Hill. Garrett Pepiat in 6th. Chris Roberts in 7th. 8th is going to be Jason Nygaard. Chris Brenner in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Blake Derflinger. David Heilemann in 11th. Aaron Schaefer. Mike Keegan. Joel Berkeley. Brandon Steele. Alan Samel. Matthew Henninger. And Mark Smith are our 18 cars left in this one on the lead lap. So the lights are out and we'll have a white flag at lap number 38. So let's hopefully we get another good long green flag run here in the books. You're watching the Blues Fair Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series Round of Line race number 2 from Volusia. Brought to you live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Make sure you give us a follow on Facebook and check out our YouTube, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. And we are back underway Newell trying to use a slide job lane through turns 1 and 2. Zane Scott in the 37 trying to reel him in now. Right now, your battle on screen for 3rd and 4th. As we look at the cars come through turns 3 and 4 right now, and there's a good bunch of cars right now. Once again, that are nearly 3 wide. Nygaard battling with Roberts. Here comes Brenner on the outside. Brenner up to position number 8, that is, looking for 7th. Derflinger may just tag the back of Roberts. Here comes Holloman. Holloman to the inside. Here we go, 3 wide by 2 of them now. We're nearly 4 wide on the exit of corner number 2. Derflinger only got chewed up and spat out. He's only going to lose 1 position though. As we look at these cars, they are so close to each other right now. Brenner makes the slider move on Jason Nygaard. Nygaard in the 22. Heileman now trying to work to the inside. Nygaard through the middle. Brenner on the outside. 3 wide as they came off corner number 4. Now here's the battle you want to see. Brenner and Heileman. Side by side it was in turns 1 and 2. Heileman attempted to put the slider on. 3 wide behind. Derflinger working to the low side. Goes right through the slick part of the racetrack. Roberts now going to slide up in front of Derflinger. Derflinger, he loses that spot, but keep an eye on Heileman and Brenner as they make their way towards a top 5 right now, sitting 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Oh, Pepiot got into the side of Heileman. They kept it going. Pepiot, he's going to lose about 3 or 4 spots on that exchange. As now here comes the number 9 of Joel Berkeley. Oh, yellow flag is out. Oh, no, Pepiot and Nygaard after the yellow was out. Oh, does Nygaard have damage? He kept it going. We had a car stopped. I think it was the 911 of Steve Castle. We have a look at a Colby's eye paint. Instant replay. And just in front of the race leader as well. So he was, getting put a lap down. He'd go through the slick. West Newell minding his own business. Zane Scott had nowhere to go on the top side. And the 911 parks it up on top of the banking. And he will find himself back in pit road. And his night is done for. But you got to wonder what kind of damage has been sustained to the 222 and also the 37. The 257. He's got a chance at this one now to put that car in victory lane. 4th is going to be Craig Dunn. We go back to Stephen Hill, round out at top 5. Chris Brenner, David Heileman, Jason Nygaard, Garrett Pepiot, and Joel Berkeley, your top 10. Blake Derflinger, Chris Roberts, Mike Keegan, Brandon Steele, Schaefer, Laird. Hedinger, Samel, and Smith. So 19 cars still in this race. There's Sharon. Yes, it's not a bad looking paint job. That's brought to you by Colby's Eye Paints, that paint job. So big thanks to Colby for that one. The 22 of Jason Nygaard. Back to pit road. Just the contact with Pepiot after the yellow. And the 22 did have a meatball flag, so it's the reason why he's back in pit road and might flag at lap number 41. So just second caution out on the night so far here in race number 2. Let's hope we don't get any more. I have a feeling things are about to get wild. They're about to get hot in the kitchen.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, big wheel stand there by Zane Scott. Lepresto all over the back of him through turns 1 and 2. And yellow flag is out with a car going wildly into the wall. That is the 127 of Stephen Hill, who is still flipping and now finally comes to a stop in turns 1 and 2. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. Yeah, just caught the wall. And, ooh, man. That's a wild ride for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on to your hats right now because we are going on board with Stephen Hill. Oh, he almost jumped the start there. See, the car got loose from underneath him. And when you see sky dirt, you know you're having a rough night. And that's the way it ended up for the 127. Yes, it was a bit of a rough and tumble on that one. So keep it on the 127 on screen. It gets loose there into the wall. The front end just digs in to the guardrail, and well, he goes for a bit of a ride, to say the least. So didn't get a lap in that one. So white flag at lap number 44.
A little bit. The leader may fire any time after they're checked off, and they pass the dirt vision sign outside of turn 4. Or reach the dirt vision sign, I should say.
I'm pretty sure on white flag lap number 44 we've only had the 3 cautions so far. Not bad for race number 2. Let's see if we can keep it down and hopefully get these final 18 or 19 laps in the books. Like, there might even be less than, there might have been like 16 or 17. Anyhow, white flag, lap 44. Quick do the math. Okay, thanks, bye. Green flag is back out, and Western Yule will lead us back through turns 1 and 2. Zane Scott in second, third, and I believe there was contact again. Garrett Pepe at this time on the outside, and cautions breed cautions, they say. Let's have a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay and see what happened here to the 47. Well, all alone, a very similar sort of time on what we just seen with Stephen Hill. So let's have a look on board here with the 47, Garrett Pepe out. That's exactly how Stephen Hill went, although not as long. So the 47, we'll have a look at a different angle. We might try and have a look. Let's see, going through here. This should be a good shot. We should have got, oh, coming right at us. Right at us here. Man behind the cameras. Got a bit of a, yeah, you know what, we might bring that one into slow motion. So just in front of the orange car to the left of screen now, you can see him get the wall, and slowing down, look out boys, we've got a car coming at us, and man, that was close.
We're taking the green, caught 2 guys out, past 2 yellows now, try and get them off.
So I'm not sure what race control was just saying about. And yeah, Nugget, you would have been on the front row had you not touched the wall in qualifying. Now, were we on white flag lap 47? Green flag is back out. Henselman trying to find a shortcut on a racetrack, but somehow can't seem to finish tonight. Well, he's been pretty good. Look at Harleman on the outside of Craig Dunn. Harleman's already passed Brenner, and Harleman to the outside. Dunn moves up the racetrack, and the 5 tries to put the slider on Craig Dunn in turns 1 and 2. I got a feeling Brenner might be trying to use the low side of the racetrack. He might even be trying to slide. As now these 3 guys who have come from the back of the field, they hurt their cars in qualifying. As now Harleman now through the middle, through turns 3 and 4. Dunn back around the outside. He got the left rear of Harleman. The left rear. Oh, Craig Dunn around. Yellow flag is out. And we'll take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. Right, so there's a contact just there with David Harleman. He's sliding through turns 1 and 2. And just caught the outside wall and upside down very, very gently. Oh, Aaron Shaver just went out of the ballpark as well, so we'll see if we can catch that on screen as well. Oh, damn. Alright, so we'll have a look So Schaefer and Steele get caught up involved in that one. Schaefer literally out of the ballpark. And Brandon Steele, well, he went flipping as well. And yeah, just got hit by Savell, and those guys were so we lose 3 cars on that exchange. So just listen to our top 5 at the moment. Weston Newell, Anthony Lopresto, Zane Scott, David Heilemann, and Chris Brenner. 3 pro drivers for the season. They
Foul, white flag, lap 50.
so what?
11 to go.
Okay, 11 to go. We just heard from Race Control. Makes it easier on me. Don't have to count. Yeah, a great save by David Heilemann. According to him, I don't like him. Now, I'll call him something off air, but we've already had a chat. The B main bandit, David Heilemann, sitting in position at number 4. So the pro drivers sitting 2nd, 4th, and 5th. Berkeley in 6th. Then you go back to Derflinger, Roberts, Keegan, and Tyson Landis, your top 10. Henninger, Samel, and Smith at the back of this one now. Zane Scott under pressure. He gets the wall. He loses 1, 2, 3 positions. Berkeley looking to the inside on Scott out of turn number 4. Now he slides up to the top of the racetrack. Heilemann. Oh, there's contact. Zane Scott. He gets straightened up. Keegan. He's got some right rear damage. There's something broken on that car. And he gets punted from behind by, I believe, the 73. So we'll have a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. And see what happened here to initiate that broken rear end. And just there. So he just climbed the wall and came back down, and the rear end just broke. And you know what? I'll take that back. Samel. Well, we're going to call that a netcode issue. Definitely a netcode issue there. So next Colby's Eye Paints, we're coming on board for the instant replays. We're going to have white flag lap 53, so we're going to have about 8 or 9 to go when we get the green flag, maybe this time by. So we'll have 8 to run. Weston Newell, can he hang on for a victory here?
One the green guys, tighten up, single foul, white flag, lap 53.
White flag, lap number 53. Weston Newell. He hasn't had it his own way in this race. He's had some pressure. He had to get around Zane Scott. But white flag, lap 53. I believe we're on about 8 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back out, and he dumbs it from the top to the bottom of the racetrack and through the middle, sliding to the top. And here comes Heilemann on the inside of Lopresto in turns 1 and 2. But Lopresto has the momentum coming off turn 2. Heilemann looking back to the inside. Nose to tail, your top 3 right now. As Lopresto had been given that top side of the racetrack open for business as Weston Newell tries to slide it through turns 1 and 2 and does the same in turns 3 and 4. He may have just given up the race lead. I think we got 6 to go as Lopresto to the front. Weston Newell second. Here comes Heilemann on the inside. Slide job, man. That was perfect.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
The yellow flag is out. And now we stack the field up once again. Oh, there we go. The 19 of Blake Durfling will take a look at a Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. See what happened here. Well, we can't say fuel issue anymore because these guys will fill them up with 30 gallons. Not sure what happened to Blake there. Maybe he's had to go somewhere. He's certainly off the gas down the back straight away. And well, let's listen into race control. On the green.
Green guys, tighten up, single file, white flag, lap 56. Leader may hang back from the chuck a little bit, and leader may fire anytime after the chuck pulls off, and they reach the dirt vision time. Looks like 5 to go.
There we go, 5 remain. Five remain here in the main event. Can Lepresto pick up another victory in the 410 Sprint Car Series? We are back to green. 5 remain. Yes, 5 laps. That is all. 2.5 miles. Harman working the outside. Western Yule trying to go to the bottom. Here goes Brenner on the inside. Brenner going to slide job from Western Yule. Oh, Zane Scott coming through. He gives Western Yule a bit of a don't argue. Berkeley now trying to work to the outside for make that 3 to run as the yellow flag is out. As I believe that will be Western Yule. So Zane Scott just coming through there, and Western Yule upside down. Replay brought to you by Colby's Eye Paints. So the top wing is doing its job. So I think we're going to be on white flag. White flag should be, what do we have it at? 58 just then, so it should be 61. Maybe 62.
We're on the green, guys. Tighten up. Single file, white flag, lap 59. So it looks like 3 to go.
3 to go. Well, it's the pro drivers sitting 1, 2, and 3. Lepresto, Heilemann, and Brenner. Zane Scott and Joel Burke. And how about this? Ultimate TV has 2 out of your top 6 Ultimate Dirt TV logos on the cars, sponsored cars. 5 of them out of the top 6. So we're a step in the right direction. 3 to go for Anthony Lepresto. Slow pace in turns 3 and 4. Gets back on the gas. He gets the moisture coming off turn number 4. Then goes straight to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Brenner on the inside of Heilemann. Brenner going to lose a ton of ground to the 5 of David Heilemann. But Heilemann puts the right rear on the cushion and looks to rail around the top side. The green flag. Sorry, the 2 laps to go. The white flag will be next. Lepresto looking for another win. Harleman looking for his first. The B-Main Bandit looks to go 2 for 2. 4 second places, kind of like Alex Bergeron. Just a second place through turns 3 and 4. The slide job coming from David Harleman, but wow! Woo boy! Oh, Lepresto and Harleman, man, they put on a show, and Brenner will grab third. Let's take a look quickly at our finishing results. Berkeley 4, Zane Scott, Chris Roberts, Hedinger, Smith, Landis, your top 10. Results brought to you by City Group Holdings, Alan Samel, Blake Durflinger, Mike Keegan, Craig Dunn, Aaron Schaefer, Brandon Steele, Garrett Pepiat, Stephen Hill, Jason Nygaard, and Steve Castle, your 20. So let's have a look at the move from. Wow, that was close. Let's slow that one down. So this is the final turn, going into turns 3 and 4 on the final lap. Just look at the slider here from David Heileman. Sliding up, slide job for the win. No, Lepresto hangs on. Whoo, boy. So well done to our top 3. Hopefully we'll get to have a chat with them here in just a moment. And we'll go to Victory Lane straight away in the 257. He comes away with yet another feature win. Anthony Lepresto, congratulations on that one. Man, what a race that was.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. That was pretty exciting there. I was able to, not have the best qualifying run and hold off David there at the end of that. It was pretty exciting.
That cushion looked to be building up fairly big. I mean, is it the same sort of, the whole way around the racetrack? I mean, what's it like coming out of turn 2 compared to turn 4?
Yeah, it's a lot different for me. I mean, 1 and 2, it's the line's a lot thinner up there, and then 3 and 4, you can kind of just wide open it. I mean, both ends are wide open, but 1 and 2 seems like it's a lot tighter of a corner, and 3 and 4, you have a lot more leeway to make a mistake and maybe not hit it perfect as much, and 1 and 2 is just not as forgiving at all. So.
I noticed on those restarts you were sort of dominating it from the top and driving down to the low side coming off turn 4 to keep the wheels in the moisture and not get so loose. Whereas the top of the racetrack on the straightaways, it looked like it was just catching a lot of guys out.
Yeah, this track is pretty tricky when it gets slick like that. I mean, even up there on the cushion where it was fast, it got pretty bumpy there. So even for me, it was challenging just to be able to hold off guys and make passes. So. At the same time, I love this place. One of my favorite tracks on here, so pretty cool.
Well done on the win, but look, no doubt, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank all my teammates at UW Motorsports. I got to thank our sponsors, you guys at Ultimate Dirt TV, Next Gen Fab, Colby's Eye Paints, and thanks for DLB for putting this deal on, and you for casting this thing, and hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Anthony Lepresto comes home in first place. Coming home in third place after taking a bit of a while. Something broke, we'll say, in qualifying, but started position number 22 or 21. Chris Brenner coming home in third. I mean, you had to work your way towards the front of that one, battling with David sort of throughout the whole race and coming through the field. How fun was that?
Yeah, it's always fun coming from the back. David did a better job than I did once we got up towards the front there. I don't know if I had anything for Anthony or David towards the end. Just couldn't hit that cushion right in 3 and 4. Those guys had it nailed down pretty good.
Track difference from race 1 and race 2, were they a lot different, or were they very similar? Very slick through the middle and all the way up to the top and have that cushion building. Were they different, or
Yeah, it seemed like in the second race the cushion took a little bit longer than the first one to come in. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to get some practice in on that in the first race with my Oculus trouble. But it's always a good track for me, and I can't be upset about a podium anywhere, so I'll take it.
Well, no doubt, I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett, fantastic job. Dirty Old Bastards, Chris, Tyler, Alan, all the guys involved there, and their sponsors. UW Motorsports, Colby's Eye Paints for the sweet looking rides, and Next Gen Fabrication. Thanks for all the support, guys.
All right, there we have it. Chris Brenner with a third place finish here tonight. That wraps us up from the Volusia Speedway Park. It is all done and dusted. Race number 2 is complete as we shut off the overlay so it doesn't do that anymore. But round number 9 for the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series presented by Volusia Corporation is done. Well done to Joel Berkeley on the win in race 1, and well done to Anthony Lopresto on the win in race number 2. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Colby's Eye Paints for coming on board for the naming rights sponsor for the instant replays, and SETI Group Holdings for the naming rights sponsors for the starting grid and finishing results. So make sure you go check them out at www.seti.com. That's CEDI. And you can also check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook as well. On behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's Brett Wheeler signing off. We are going to be back next Tuesday with the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. The third last week of the series, week number 10. We've still got 6 races to come over the next 3 weeks for both the Blue Sphere Corporation 360 and 410 Sprint Car Series. Good night.